Hello, this is Olivier. Well, we've had the French elections and the structure is coming back to the market, and my robots have been performing extremely well, as you can see by the rankings as I'm going back in the first page. It's been 2 years now, so pretty good reward for my efforts. I just want to talk about the euro quickly because we have some things going on right now. Basically, France is the fifth largest power in the world per inhabitant. We're only 60 million people, so we're pretty wealthy, and as a whole, even though we complain a lot, and a very strong support for the euro has come in the form of our new president, Mr. Macron, who seems to have put everybody together and is being lauded by most of the French people. It's nice to see people come together for once. We don't have the division we had in the US because the opponent was fairly well defeated. We still have this concern about security, but I think he's addressing that because today he showed himself in a military vehicle to show that he is not a weak guy. And, we are carrying on here. So he's also a banker, which is pretty good. And as I said, a very strong supporter of the euro. So I'm not the only one saying this. I see every week, and I've told you a few times, I have a look every week at this report, which is the Commitment of Traders report. And you can see here that the COT report, which is basically the big institutions in the US, Goldman Sachs, the banks, etc., it's 1 week behind, but it is showing what people are doing. And you can see here that the shorts are going down. And basically, we have something unusual. Basically, long bets on the euro coming back. As this line goes down, this means bets on the euro. So the people that are wishing for the downfall of the euro, I still think we have structural problems, and sometimes I wonder. But having support from France and Germany is a very, very, and since we are quite tied, uh, Germany being 50% of our GNP, we're also a fairly big military and nuclear power. So that is a big percentage of our GDP. So we are a big ally to the euro. If we had dropped out, there could have been a big problem, but that's delayed for the moment. It's not what the people want, obviously, as shown by the voting. The French are big European supporters as opposed to the English, and we want to stay in Europe, apparently. So for the moment, it's a peripheral country is giving us problems, but I would recognize this change. So I'm doing the special. And of course, as usual, my robots are range trading. This is fantastic because, um, it's not a one-way market. I mean, it's not going to either completely fall, as some people have been wanting, or completely go up because there's still structural problems. So this means ranges, which means my range traders are powerful robots to have. Not This is not a price action market, especially for the next few months. So you're going to have definite patterns coming back, and you want to use my system. I tell you, especially on the euro right now, which is its strongest um, pair. So you can see my robot here on a Signal account, basically a private Signal, of course. So if you want to see my performance, you can PM me or as I offer genuine people, have a chat with me, which is always the best way to get things together and understand my system. Um, So you can see here that maybe a squeeze is forming. This is what I call a squeeze, where my optimized bands are getting together. So after a squeeze, you have either a move up, which I suspect might happen, or a move down. But I suspect when we get back down to here, this will be a very good buy. But on the 5 minutes, you're already want to buy the euro right now. And as again, you can see the shenanigans last week where most of retail was selling. Um, you would have thought last week, since the president won a week ago, that the euro would be going up, but most of the week it went down. And now I look at the COT report and see that Goldman Sachs and all the others were picking up the other side of, I guess retail was still shorting the euro, and banks were buying. So this is an interesting piece of information. So good luck to you all, and have a look at the BBSO. It's doing really well, and I suspect it might be in the first robots pretty soon, because I compared my bots all the time, and it's doing very well on. If you stick to euro, you've got a pretty, fire and forget kind of machine here. With I remind you, many years of research, 10 versions to get it right. So the current BBSO scalper is a summary of all that work, and plus a 30 years experience and the best system I know. See you guys.